everybody, and welcome back to Red Devils TV. Now, this is your Cristiano Ronaldo interview reaction part 2, so obviously the second part of the interview with Piers Morgan. So, obviously, I was meant to post last night, but I didn't, so I made the video today, which is why I'm talking to you now. But anyway, just before I start the video as well, I've noticed that over 90% of my viewers aren't subscribed. So please, if you are watching this and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It's free. I really want to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. We're so close, as you can see by the top, my right but your left top corner. So yeah, please subscribe. It's free. And yeah, let's just get right into the video. So anyway, just talking about Ronaldo's quotes. I've picked the 3 most important ones in my opinion. So for me, these are the 3 biggest quotes of the interview, and I feel like that I can really go in depth with these quotes. So anyway, we'll start off. So one of the first quotes that Ronaldo actually said in the second part of the interview was that I felt like a black sheep. People would always blame me and criticise me. So really, Ronaldo said that he felt like the black sheep of the squad, whether that's in the national team or Manchester United, mainly Manchester United. But for me, and he said he felt like that last year too. For me, I don't really remember Ronaldo getting a lot of criticism last season, because if only him and David De Gea were the only players actually getting praise. So for me, I don't understand why he felt like that last season. Maybe that was because obviously Ronaldo said that he came in last season and his expectations weren't what they were. Obviously, he got brought in by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, then 2 months later Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got sacked. Then they brought in Ralf Rangnick, which Ronaldo didn't know who he was and didn't respect, and all the above. And then he wanted to leave in the summer, which is rightly so, and obviously his kid died during that season. So a lot happened for Ronaldo, so it's not a surprise that he wanted to leave in the summer, but obviously the Glazers and the owners said that he couldn't leave. So for me, the way Ronaldo says he felt like the black sheep, from the fans' perspective, or my perspective personally, I don't think he was really a black sheep last season. I feel like that Ronaldo was the easiest one to blame last season if we didn't win by not scoring any goals. But really, let's look at it. Last season, it wasn't the forwards' fault. The last season was an absolute shambles. Like, you've got the Ronaldo situation, then you've got the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer situation, then you've got the Mason Greenwood situation, then you've got the Ralf Rangnick situation. There was so many. It was just a terrible season for United last season. The fact we made top 6 was actually quite a big achievement, to be honest. And like I said, I feel like David De Gea and Ronaldo were the only players who didn't down tools, who didn't lower their standards, and just carried on playing the way they knew how to. And I feel like they're the reason why we're in the Europa League this season. And none of the other players gave a crap, really. Bruno dropped his standards, Maguire was struggling, Luke Shaw was struggling, the midfield was just losing every single game to the midfield battle. So really, if it wasn't for David De Gea and Ronaldo, then United probably wouldn't be in a European competition this season. So for me, that's where I give Ronaldo massive respect. So maybe when Ronaldo says that he felt like the black sheep of the squad, maybe that was due to the criticism from the media and maybe inside by other staff members or players. Maybe that's where he feels like the black sheep of the family. But for me, in my personal opinion, I feel like that Ronaldo wasn't a black sheep to the fans, and that's all I can really say about that quote, really. But that's just my opinion of Ronaldo feeling that he was a black sheep last season. This season, however, about how he feels like he's getting forced out by the executives and the board members confuses me, because if he's getting forced out why is he doing the interview? Because he wants to leave. That's what the interview's all about. That interview has been made because it's Ronaldo's ticket of getting out of Manchester United. He's bought a one-way train ticket to leave Manchester United. Wherever he goes, good luck to him. But that interview with Piers Morgan is the ticket of getting out of Manchester United. So really, if the club is forcing him out, then why are you doing the interview? If they're forcing you out anyway, why do you need to make a stand? And I don't know if I've already said this on the previous video with the first part of the video, but I feel like Ronaldo's only doing this interview and saying the things he said during this interview is because he wants to get out of Manchester United. And we're looking at today that Manchester United lawyers are, Manchester United as a whole, are terminating Ronaldo's contract and he's gone after the World Cup. So really, everyone wins. United obviously don't want Ronaldo anymore as they feel disrespected, and Ronaldo wants to leave Manchester United, so it's a win-win for everybody. I've said many times that it's best for all parties for Ronaldo to leave. It's best for the Ronaldo and it's best for Manchester United. For me, it's like taking a one step back because you're losing a really quality striker still. Even though he's 37, nearly 38, he still brings a lot to the team. He can still produce a goal out of anything. So yeah, you are taking one step back, but you are gaining 2 steps forward in the long run because statistically, United are better without Cristiano Ronaldo. But anyway, we'll go on to the next quote. So Ronaldo, well, obviously Piers Morgan asked Ronaldo about the Ten Hag situation. So Ronaldo turned around and said that I don't respect Ten Hag because he doesn't respect me. So right there, it's a confusing one for me because unless it was a media stunt and it was to make the fans happy, when Ten Hag came in as manager, he tried his best with Ronaldo. He talked about Ronaldo a lot, about when he faced him against Real Madrid and Juventus, and he talked about how he's always wanted to work with a player like Cristiano Ronaldo, but obviously it's not worked out. It could be a personality clash. It could have been it just doesn't work. Ronaldo just doesn't suit Ten Hag's system. The possibilities are endless. So respect is a major thing in life, not just football, in life. And if you don't respect someone, it's clearly shown. And I feel like that Ten Hag hasn't had respect. I feel like Ten Hag is the one who's lost respect for Ronaldo, because I feel like that he's obviously the boss. He wants every single player to know that he is the main man. He is the leader. And it doesn't matter who's captain on the pitch. It doesn't matter who leads the training sessions. Ten Hag is the manager of Manchester United. And if he gives you an order, you follow it. That is how Ten Hag is operating at Manchester United. And I'll just add on to the quote what Ronaldo said. He also said that he treats not all the players the same, me being one of them players. So Ten Hag might have favourites, is what Ronaldo's implying there. For me, I think that's bollocks, because for me, Ten Hag has shown countless times during his first half of the season for United that he'll drop players if they're not performing well. Look at Jadon Sancho. Look at Harry Maguire at the start of the season. Look at Luke Shaw at the start of the season. Maybe he has preferred players. I wouldn't say favourites, I'd say preferred. Maybe he prefers Eriksen, Martinez and Antony over the likes of Ronaldo and Maguire, for example. I obviously don't know that because we don't know who Ten Hag's favourite players are, but excuse me. But for me, I feel like that Ten Hag doesn't have favourites, and he's shown that countless times with dropping players, like I've just said. So I don't believe that from Ronaldo. I feel like it's just because he feels like he's been mistreated, and he's him playing as other players as himself. I feel like it's Ten Hag is building an actual team at United, not just a one-man band. But anyway, for me, I just feel like that Ten Hag had the most respect for Ronaldo at the start of the season, and then as Ten Hag got to know Ronaldo, his expectations and his opinion of him just declined and declined and declined. And then until Ronaldo pissed off Ten Hag by walking off for the Spurs game, walking out of Old Trafford, that was just like the straw that broke the camel's back. And Ten Hag was just fuming and was just there like, yeah, I don't want him here anymore. So that's where I feel like that's where it really went wrong between Erik Ten Hag and Ronaldo. So there was obviously rumours, well, not rumours, it was facts, that Ronaldo and 8 other players left Old Trafford during the Rayo Vallecano game in pre-season. And apparently they left the stadium early, and Ten Hag bollocked them all. But Ronaldo was the only player mentioned in a journalist's article. So I feel like that's where Ronaldo's frustration is when it comes to criticism, is that because he's Ronaldo, he's the one that gets named out. But if it was like Luke Shaw who walked out the stadium early, it would probably be an undisclosed player. So the title would probably be an undisclosed Manchester United player left the stadium early, and then they'll talk about a player who left or something, but they wouldn't the name wouldn't be the headline, is what I'm trying to say, just because it's Ronaldo. And I feel that's what Ronaldo feels as well. But for me, when it says the respect, I feel like that Ronaldo's been very petty when it comes to Erik Ten Hag. He says that he respected Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, which obviously that's his choice to respect Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he says that he feels that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer deserved more time at Manchester United. I don't believe that. My opinion on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was he was a club legend. He gave us some good nights, but he just wasn't the man to take us far. And that's just my opinion on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ronaldo obviously sees it different. But anyway, so yeah, with the respect with Ronaldo and Ten Hag, I feel like that as Ten Hag's expectations and opinion of Ronaldo has declined, Ronaldo has also declined with Ten Hag's respect, maybe not even moved, maybe he didn't have respect for Ten Hag at the start, maybe because excuse me, when Ten Hag came in Piers Morgan's interview, I didn't write down the quote, but he said something on the lines of outside of Holland, Ten Hag hasn't won anything. So it's only over the last 3 or 4 years is when he's been publicly known to the UK and me as a whole. So to me, I feel like that Ten Hag was the one who had the more respect for Ronaldo than Ronaldo had more respect for Ten Hag. And I feel like that as Ronaldo hasn't budged his respect for Ten Hag, that's what's caused the relationship between Ronaldo and Ten Hag to decline and get to the situation where it is. I mean, obviously, as Ronaldo has made Ten Hag's job a lot harder, that's where Ten Hag's just been like, right, I'm sick of you, you're gone, I don't want you anymore. And then Ronaldo's gone and spit his dummy out and says, right, I want to leave anyway. So it pretty much, that's the way it is really. But anyway, I'll get on to the final quote now, which is probably the biggest quote of them all. And it's when Ronaldo turned around and said, the Glazers don't care about the club, the fans should know the truth. Now, for me, that's a big thing, because my most frustrating thing about being a Manchester United fan is that 99% of Manchester United fans chant Glazers out, right? We've had the Super League scandal, we've had the dividends being taken out, and now we've got Ronaldo exposing the Glazers. When is enough going to be enough where we march down at Old Trafford every single day? It doesn't have to be a match day, just every single day until the Glazers get out. And really, how do we get the Glazers out? But it just feels like that Manchester United fans just say Glazers out for the sake of saying it, because even though we say it, we're not actually pressing forward. We're not actually organising anything. We're not Ronaldo's the first footballer or footballer and celebrity to actually expose the Glazers. Gary Neville's made his views quite clear of how he feels about the Glazers now, but it's only while he's been a pundit and since the Super League. United fans have been chanting Glazers out probably for at least 10 years. So why is it that Gary Neville, once the Super League happens last year, is when he then starts calling out the Glazers? So for me, I feel like that if United players, it's every man for themselves is the way I see it. As much as I love and respect Manchester United players, they've got to protect their own skin, because the Glazers are the ones who fund them. The Glazers are the ones that are in control. But I guarantee you, if every single Manchester United player came out and said Glazers out, we don't want them as our owners, the Glazers can't sack every single footballer at United. So really, it's down. I'm not going to say it's down to the players, because that's a massive thing, but like it to the Glazers, United fans chanting Glazers out, it's like you're in the hot summer and you've got a bug just like buzzing about your face and you just try to shoo it away. Like, it annoys you, but you just try to shoo it away, and because it's so little and it doesn't mean a lot to you, that's why they don't care. So United fans chanting Glazers out doesn't matter to it. The United chanting Glazers out is literally like the fly analogy I've just used, where it annoys the Glazers and they're just like, oh, buzz off, but then it doesn't do. But then they don't do anything. They could literally they don't have to do anything really. All they have to do is just flick it away. So that's the best thing I could really say about the Glazers. And I feel like that you need a more of like a wolf attacking the Glazers, because they can flick a bee away or they can flick a bug away, but could they fight off a pack of wolves? And I feel like the pack of wolves would be the United players, the United staff, and that's just the way I feel. So, but I feel like that each United player who is at Manchester United are going to protect their own skin, and unless they want to leave like Cristiano Ronaldo, that'll be the only time they speak against the Glazers, because I like, we don't know what's going to happen. Ronaldo exposed the Glazers. He hasn't really exposed the Glazers properly. He's just said about the poor technology, the poor recruitment. He's not really exposed the Glazers to a full extent, but he's given United fans insight to how the club is, and maybe United fans could act on this, maybe not, but only time will tell. Will the Glazers be forced out from this Ronaldo interview? I don't think so, but hopefully it gives United fans a kick up the arse to actually start protesting again, because I feel like that if we do want Glazers out and we do want new owners and we do want to get back on top, we've got to just keep going. But just before I close off the video, I just want to give my full opinion on the Ronaldo interview. So now every single quote's done, after I've heard all the quotes that have been said and stuff, I'm now going to give you my full opinion on Cristiano Ronaldo and what I think of the interview. Personally, as the interview itself, I don't feel like it was a proper interview. I feel like it was Piers Morgan absolutely rimming Cristiano Ronaldo. He spread his cheeks and he's licked it up like it's chocolate ice cream. That's disgusting. But anyway, excuse me. But anyway, it wasn't a proper interview in my opinion, because, like I said, Piers Morgan was just complete arse licking Ronaldo. It was very much one-sided. It wasn't a proper interview. I watched the Donald Trump interview. I've watched the Andrew Tate interview with Piers Morgan, and Piers Morgan has disagreed with them people on their podcasts or interview. But it was Ronaldo, who Piers Morgan obviously admires and respects. He's gonna just completely let Ronaldo say what he says and agrees with him. He's not going to challenge him. He's not going to make him think and stuff. So really, it wasn't a proper interview. It was just a freedom of speech for Ronaldo to say. And is it good in a way? Yes, because you got Ronaldo to think and get what he really wanted to say off his chest. But I would have asked at least more challenging questions towards him to actually put Ronaldo under a bit of pressure, because as much as I love and respect Ronaldo, I still feel like that he hasn't told the full truth. I feel like it's very much Ronaldo opinion, and that's the way it is, really. So yeah, what do I think of Cristiano Ronaldo? It's obvious that his time's up at Manchester United now, and that's it, really. I don't feel anything from it. I'm not really gutted. I'm not really annoyed. I'm not really happy about it. I'm just numb to it, because I've said for a while now that it is best for all parties for Ronaldo to leave Manchester United. It's best for Manchester United. It's best for Cristiano Ronaldo. So, as a whole, I personally think that Ronaldo will still go down as a Manchester United legend. But as a whole, I feel like that this cameo of this season will be debated for quite a long time, and a lot of fans for United have probably lost respect for Ronaldo, but that's their opinions. I still have respect for Cristiano Ronaldo, and wherever he goes after the World Cup, I wish him all the best. But anyway, that's the video. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment and share. And if you do, remember, subscribe. Please, I want to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. So please, hit the like button, hit the comment button, say how you feel about the interview, and subscribe, please. But anyway, thank you for watching today's video. Please, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.